So I went to, I shared something on TikTok, and as I was waiting on it to upload or what have you, I was scrolling through the homepage, and for some reason I was scrolling, and it was saying words, clear words to me, okay? Plainly clear words. And it said, you can't force them. It says you can't force them to listen. You can only give the message and move on. I was flipping it like I was flicking, like you know how you scroll through the homepage? And it was saying these words. You can't force them to listen. You can only give the message and move on. That's what it said, no doubt. Okay, and then I was doing something else, and I can't, like an ad or something came on or something, and it said it's time for your next adventure. That's what it said. It's time for your next adventure. So let's find out what's going on in that. Mother Star says yes. That's a resounding yes. Ooh, Collective about to move on into some kind of new adventure. I'm so excited and I'm so happy for you, Collective. Accept it, claim it, y'all. I'm telling you. Let's find out what Collective needs to know. I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer real quick. So, let y'all know, okay? Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on this earth as it is up in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. We are thankful. And lead us away from temptation. Lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from the evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Okay, this is only temporary. In Jesus' holy name, amen. This is only temporary. This is only temporary. Okay, know who you are. You're this, what lives within. Okay, this is a shell. Okay, it's just like, we'll say like, your car. Say you got a car, and if you take the body off that car still is workable. It's still, you can still work it. You can still, it still functions. This is only a shell. Okay, keep that clear. Okay, that's a message. It says the Queen of Wands and the Mother Star. Somebody has manifested something that's coming into fruition for you. This says creativity, leadership, focus. Okay. And that's a resounding yes from divine. Okay, take what resonates. But it says you can't force them. Okay, so we're going to get the message about you can't force. You can't force anybody. Everybody's got the gift of free will. Okay, it was a gift. Even the bad guys. Everybody. Okay, y'all keep. Okay, this is something that needs to be. This is a message that needs to be clear. Okay. God gave all His children the gift of free will. All the human children will say, okay. Apparently he gave it to the angels too, and they just didn't recognize it or something, okay, because he had to have. How could a third of them not have free will, but choose to follow Lucifer? He's had to give them free will too. We don't know all of what goes on in heaven, because we're here on this earth. We're in some type of prison on this earth. We're encapsulated on a prison planet. Okay? And when I tell you, this is the message I'm trying to get out right now, is the separation. We're not that far different from each other. Even the bad guys. Okay? Even the tax collector loves his children. Even the tax collector gives to his child. Do you understand? So we're not that far removed, and there's too much of a mind manipulation of separation, because we're all connected, and we really need to start recognizing that. We are one big body that makes up the bride of Christ. Where Christ is going to come back for his bride, and those that are in that love are the ones that he's coming back for. We're making up the body, and you cannot have the elbow without the shoulder. Do you understand? And we all make it up, all of us, the good, the bad, the ugly. It lives within each one of us, dark and light. We're not, none of us perfect, and we all have done things that are in the shady side. Okay. And the message here is you can't force somebody to realize something. You can give them the message and plant the seed. It doesn't hurt to go tend to that seed and continue in your truth by being your authentic self, that helps others because you planted the seed, and then when you continue on being your authentic self, it shows them that it's okay for them to be their authentic self too. Okay? And we got to stop with this separation thing, the enemy, the good guy and the enemy. Okay? I'm telling you, we got to stop with that mindset because we're all in this boat, this big old ark that we're riding around in the universe. We're all in it together. Every single last one of us is in it together. Okay? So remember that, and that's a big message that is trying to be put out right now. Okay, so y'all take what resonates. Okay, it says you can't control them to listen. You're the messenger. You give them the message and you move forward. Okay, with love. Okay, and if they don't want to hear the message, just shake the dust off your feet, and don't let that, don't carry it with you that you get obsessed that they can't hear the message. Oh, they can't hear the message. They can't hear it. Well, it's not up to you to force them to hear the message, because anything forced is not the right. It's not right, okay? So you can't force it on them. You can give it to them, plant the seed, and live your authenticity, and that seed will grow. Guarantee it will, okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. All right, tell me what collective needs to know. It says Two of Wands. It says plans, partnership, and influences. So you've influenced somebody. You've been a beacon for somebody. You've been shining, holding space. You've been holding space, collective. I need to get the elder cards out. It says you've been holding space in your power. Taking some type of action with your skills, okay? You're very, very skilled, divinely skilled, okay? You have some kind of insight in the palm of your hand. You receive insight, magical insight from the divine, okay? It says Ten of Wands. It says there's some kind of overload. You've been receiving lots and lots of downloads. You need to take time to recharge, okay? They're telling you to take some kind of time to recharge because you were put up on some type of sacrificial, like you're the sacrificial lamb for having this knowledge, okay? And it's become some type of overload, and you need to go somewhere and recharge. That's what they're telling me. It says the world. You need to go on vacation and know in your mind that you've been successful and that you've done all that you can do. Okay? You've given the message and you can't force nobody to hear it, okay? And you need to move forward and go. You need to go rest because you're about to receive some type of rewards, okay? Because you were some kind of sacrificial lamb. And because of these gifts. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. It says Eight of Swords. It says you were being trapped, frustrated, MK Ultra, becoming frustrated with some type of expectation that needs to be released. Okay, this card's trying to slide out. It says somebody took something. Somebody was trying to MK Ultra you. I'm telling you, there was some kind of plan against you, and you need to move somewhere or go on vacation. It's saying something about going on vacation, getting away from some type of energy because somebody was trying to put burdens on you about these skills. It says partnership. Holding space. You were holding space, trying to show somebody some kind of authenticity. You were being authentic about something, but you weren't being true about the something was weighing heavy on you because you're tired. It's saying you're tired. You need to go rest. But somebody was trying to MK Ultra you, trying to stop you. Somebody was trying to stop you here. Stop your gift from shining. You see that? Okay, what is that? Is that collective in their own mind? Tell me what this is. Because something is complete because you're about to go and receive rewards. Let me do this. Something's complete. Read that. Rewards, success. What is this? Look. Y'all, there's no way I can. Look, God is making sure that you receive something. It's been protected by God. Something's been protected by God. It says the wheel of fortune. It's up to you, something about your mindset. Having anxiety and worries over something. You need to let it go and live in faith. Okay, now what is this? I'm going to take these back up. These were on the bottom of the deck. This is bottom of the deck energy. Something happening in divine timing. Divine has got some kind of plan for something to come together, collective. But I want to find out what this 10 wands, 8 of swords, 7 of swords is. Someone stole a house from an earth angel. Somebody was gifted with a divine gift to heal and to speak truth and to show truth and to expose things and stuff. And someone, what, put them out in the street or something? Turn their back on them? To mess with their mind? Something was in knots. Stomach was in knots. Your hair was in knots. Okay. Still holding on to something that something kept going round and round, and you felt trapped in it, like someone had you trapped in something going round and round because of they were manipulating mind. And you're an intuitive. You have the third eyes wide open. You're some type of intuitive, and you were feeling that. You were feeling that. Vampires? Something about the knots. The knots. What do you mean? Theft, dishonesty. It says 2 of Pentacles, balance and harmony through some kind of faith. How is that clarifying this? 7 Pentacles, planting a seed. You planted a seed and you had expectations on that seed too fast. I'm telling you. And it overwhelmed you. You became obsessed with somebody learning something. You became obsessed with someone getting the message. Someone, I'm telling you, you became like obsessed with the outcome. And it's up to God. It's God's timing, okay? Because that's where the ego came in because of these gifts. Okay, you're a gifted being, okay? You don't think you're better than anybody. You don't think that you're better than anybody because you know, because of your gifts, you know that everybody has gifts. Everybody. Everybody has gifts from God. It talks about them in the Bible. It talks about them, the Holy Spirit giving you gifts, and some people have more than one. Okay? So you know that. Okay? So you don't, like, think you're better than nobody or anything like that. There was something about self-esteem and ego getting in the way because of expectations. Okay, you knew something. You knew it. You knew it. You just know, because you know, okay? And you kept putting out the message, saying the message, telling the message, saying the message, put it out, saying the message, saying the message, but you kept putting expectations on it every time, okay? And what you should do, and what you ended up doing is what it looks like, is you handed it over to God, and you said, okay, I planted the seed, it's time for me to move on from that. And that's you found success in that. You did what you were supposed to do. You finally let it go and let God handle it, because God is working under here. God is doing something in your favor, okay, for your highest good, okay. because he's asking you to give it to me, and you was just hanging on to it, thinking you can just get, you can get it out, you can achieve it. Da, 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 da. Your ego got in the way, okay? You understand what I'm saying? I know you do. I know you do, okay? Because you're intuitive, okay? You understand. You get what I'm saying. It brought balance when you said, okay, I can't do no more. All I can tell the truth. I can, uh, um, uh, uh, can, I can sit here and just let it fucking just eat me up and eat me up, or I can say, okay, God, here you go. Whatever happens, happens. All I know is I'm still alive and I'm blessed for that. And I made it through that shit because them motherfuckers was fucking harsh. They was on me. They was on me. And I kept bouncing back. I kept living and I kept going and I kept going and I kept going. And now you've come to terms with that who cares about the expectations? You know that God has a plan for you. You know the only reason that you still exist right now is because God was protecting you, and that you're special. You have some kind of gift. You're specially, and you're special protected. Okay, you're stepping into your true authenticity. You know who you are. Now you're physically showing that. You're physically taking the form of this leader that everybody doubted, because now they can see that you've been authentic, you haven't switched up, you've been authentic and been authentic, okay? So God is working something out in your favor, okay? For giving the message, okay? Because even if it touches one life, even if it touches one soul, this message, even if it touches one soul, you win. You win, collective. You understand me? Tell me about this completion and this reward and this success. It says the Four of Cups. It says some kind of bored. Somebody. It's saying waiting. You're bored of waiting. You're ready to. It's telling you the message I told y'all. I heard it plainly. It says it's time for your next adventure. You're done waiting on any kind of expectations of this. You've given it to God, and now you're done waiting on this expectations. You know who you are. It's time to move forward, and you've been some kind of influencer on somebody. Tell me about that Two of Wands. You're holding space. It says holding space. You're the sun. You're the beacon. You've been holding space, holding up these beacons, telling the truth, okay? And you got the star behind you and everything, okay? You're open to this ancient knowledge. This is the best card in the deck, okay? You're holding space. You are the beacon. You are the teacher. You are the leader. You are the example. You are the whatever you want to call it, okay? And you're stepping into that space, okay? And you've been holding space for something magical. It says light, life, and energy. I'm telling you, look, it says the high priestess. I can't make that up. It says wisdom, dreams, inner voice, spirit world, secrets, partnership. You and somebody have been telecommunicating. This person could be a different race. Don't gotta be. They could be, though. I'm going to read the High Priestess and the Sun out of this book. Two major arcanas, by the way. There's 1, 2, 3. We saw the Wheel of Fortune. There's 3 major arcanas out here, so there's only one. There's probably one big secret that when these little secrets unfold, it's like a domino effect. It's going to unfold and lead all the way up to the big and expose it all. Because you planted the seed. Y'all, hold on. I got to use the restroom real quick. I started hearing TNT, Dynamite, TNT. I win a fight. TNT, I'm a power load. TNT, watch me explode. It says, Meister Eckhart said, the eye with which I see God is the same eye with which God sees me. I love that. I love that. That is awesome. Page 22, it's an 11, okay? It says, the priestess high, knower of the secrets, interpreter of the dreams, keeper of her own counsel. Y'all, by the way, I am a dream interpreter. I am very, very, very good at it. So if anybody needs their dreams interpreted, leave something down in a comment or something like that, and we'll do it like maybe on a community page, or I'll figure out some kind of way to do it if you want to do it privately. But yeah, I can interpret dreams. I'm really, really good at it. Okay, 21:21 it said. Anyway, it says, the keeper of her own counsel, ruled by the moon and sometimes called the mistress of the subconscious. That's a Cancer. It says, she asks you to tune deeply into your intuition. She suggests that the psychic incidents you've been experiencing are more than serendipitous than coincidental. Nothing's coincidence. It says she invites you to go inward and deepen your relationship with your higher self. And finally, she requests that you seek out a mentor to further your spirit magical skills. The spirit world beacons you, but it takes dedication and discernment to enter those realms. Yes, the priestess asks a lot of you, but the rewards will be great, and one day you will thank her. Remember, that's why I was telling you, planting the seeds, you can't force nobody to anything. And the high priestess plants those seeds, and then she moves on, okay? You're a beacon. I'm telling you, you're a beacon by your representation. You've proven that you have these gifts. You're very gifted. I cannot stress that enough. I feel the power just surging through me to stress that, okay? Now we're going to read the Sun, the best card in the deck. The wish fulfillment card. The card of all things beautiful and new coming in, okay? A refreshing life source, okay? It says, Ansel Adams said, I believe the world is incomprehensibly beautiful, an endlessly prospect of magic and wonder. I love that. That is so wonderful. I love that, y'all. Can't help it. It says, rejoice. The sun is shining and gives freely its warmth and light. If you have been shivering in the shadows, know it's time to step out into the golden rays and let yourself be nourished and healed. Every breath every breath will bring you renewed energy and vitality. Allow joy to enter your heart and watch the wounds of the past diminish and fade. Now is the time to rekindle your youthful, childlike fire. Run through the fields and play and live fearlessly, and dance and sing without shame. You will bloom and flourish in this time. Enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and read the Magician because it's the third major arcana out here, and there's no other major arcanas. So I'm going to go ahead and read that, okay? It says power, action, and skill. Number 1, it says Roddy Dolly, Rodho Dolly said, those who don't believe in magic will never find it. But you believe because you're a high priestess. You already know. You already know. Did you know that when you sweep away the clouds of doubt and fear and sink deeply into yourself, you are magic? Everybody is, y'all. It says the magic represents Mercury, a planet of mighty movement and action. Take advantage of the alchemy energy in this card provides. It will help you transmute your shadows into resourceful aspects of your being that are not, that they are, into resourceful aspects of your being that they are meant to be. This powerful shift will clear space for swift, effortless manifestation. Please don't waste a precious moment of this magic, rich time by questioning your worth. You are here for divine purpose right now, and you are trapped into mighty forces that can bring you great things. You're tapped into mighty forces that can bring you great things, and you feel some kind of self-doubt, and they're reminding you, because somebody was trying to put doubt on some kind of work that you do, spiritual work. I'm telling you, you let go of that expectation. You let it go. You gave it up. Gave it to God. You said you planted the seeds. Now it's time to move forward. It doesn't matter. From there, it's in God's hands. Okay? And now you need to work on self. You don't need to be concerned with that situation anymore. It's no longer serving you. And expect some kind of rewards from it. Okay? But you're not putting expectations on it. Okay? But you're about to take some kind of new steps, and it looks like into a partnership, collective. Tell me what that is. The partnership. Somebody, two people has a divine gift. It says temperance. They're behind. I'm telling you, two people's got a divine gift. They listen to Spirit's guidance. Two people. Healing, moderation, balance, and guidance. Coming together in a partnership. Moon, awakening. The moon, judgment, and temperance. That's three more major arcanas that just come out. Could be Cancer, something to do with the wolf. The wolf is connected to both. Like I was talking about them dogs earlier. The wolf and the dog. Somebody's leader, two leaders are coming together and awakening some kind of phoenix. And judgment. Singing their song. Two people are joining together to sing their song. Acceptance, awakening, and assessment. Bringing these dreams to life. This is, when I see the moon card, it always brings like a clean slate. Usually it's a whole card of almost white, like the moon, okay? So some kind of whole new, and you need to accept something about a partnership that was divinely guided. And I don't know why, but when I see that card, her head reminds me of the Mandela effect, because it makes me think of the fruit of the loom. Because the fruit of the loom had a cornucopia on it. I don't care who you are. I don't care. Why would everybody in the whole world say, yeah, it had a cornucopia, but there's not one? I mean, I don't know nobody that don't know that there was a cornucopia on the fruit of the loom. That's how they learned about what a cornucopia even was. I'm just saying, there was somebody trying to mess with somebody's head. You got it out of your head. You got out of that loop, out of that circle, and you're being set free to move forward in some kind of great, happy ending. I'm telling you, because those are three major arcanas right there. There's some kind of great, happy ending coming in store for you. The Ace of Cups. New beginnings. Relationships and love. Peace. It says justice. God, look at all these major arcanas and the Tower. This is good, though. There's a release of some kind of, and you're being enlightened. Because you're holding the flame. You're the beacon. You're getting justice for being the beacon. You're divinely loved. God said He's giving you whatever it is that your heart is. Prayer, ask, and you will receive. Pray for it. You're going to get it. Telling you, you just have to believe it. And let go of all that right there. All that doubted shit, okay? Who cares what they think? Who cares what they think? They have their own issues. They don't even know what they think about themselves. Okay, but you do. You know what you think about yourself, and you living in that, okay? And you're going to be rewarded, collective, no doubt about it. Six of Wands, it says triumph and glory. Put that crown on, baby. And when you see somebody else's crown a little bit sideways, go over there and straighten it and tell them how beautiful they are. No matter what, it didn't fall off their fucking head. They kept that motherfucker on. No matter what they was going through, they was battling with their sword. That crown was staying steady on their head. It wasn't falling off. It didn't go rolling nowhere. They knew who they was. Look, it says some kind of obsession and desire over finding out something. You need to let it go. But somebody's put you through a test. Oh, the Emperor put you through a test. Look at here. God dang. This Emperor put you through some kind of test. I want you to look at this. The Devil. the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Emperor. This Emperor put you through a test to make sure you were authentic and who you was. I'm telling you, you're about to receive some kind of recovery over this. You're about to get some kind of, they wanted to make sure that you was, listen, this person was just right along with everybody else. Oh, she's crazy. She talks about spirit stuff and balancing and and affirmations, and she's crazy. Those words she uses. The person thought that too. And because the haters hated on you, and the haters had all this shit to say about you, how what you said on your channel or what you said on your post or whatever, okay? So this motherfucker had to check it out. He couldn't help it. He was drawn to it because all these haters was sending them to you. This motherfucker said she's spot on. What are y'all talking about? And found out. That's what's going on. I'm telling you. Y'all take what resonates. I'm telling you. Y'all want me to get the letters? I don't have to. It can be a non-letters reading right now. But if you want me to, y'all let me know. We got chapter 17, but we're going to go to, man, we come to that one every single time. St. Teresa. I become very frightened if I feel the least stirring of attraction towards something. It's some kind of obsession. It says, this is for you alone, because those who did not understand me will have to be guided according to their own spirit. And indeed, if there are anyone with whom I can allow this stirring, it is with the one to whom I am writing. But however small this may be, a free soul feels it very strongly, and perhaps God wants it to feel this to safeguard the part that is necessary for his service. Whew, that hit home big time. Y'all, I might take a picture of that and post it, okay? That is very amazing. Very amazing how well it goes perfectly with this reading. You're an earth angel. Divinely loved, divinely guided. You've done things and now you've understood something to let something go that doesn't belong to you anyway. It's God's. God controls it all. Okay? The expectations and the outcome doesn't belong to you. It's whatever God has in store for the highest good. Understand that. You understand the world, okay? Alright? You understand the spirit, the fight, the war, the battle. It's all God's. It's all God's. You got to give it to God. Okay? Alright, and run with joy and happiness and childlike amazement. Okay? Because he's fixing to show you something very amazing. Alright, y'all. Y'all stay golden. Today's baby girl's birthday. She's just now waking up. She done woke up once. I said, happy birthday to you. She said, She's 2. Y'all wish her a great and happy birthday, okay? Light and love, everybody. See you on the flip side. She's wanting me to come in there.